This is a video showing you how to make hot cross buns. So you need to start off by warming your milk and some water through in a saucepan, just gently on a medium heat until it's just like finger hot, and then you are going to transfer it into a jug and set it aside. You can then use the same pan to melt your butter, so on a low heat until it's just melted, and then set it aside. In your jug with your milk, you need to add your yeast to allow that to start that fermentation process, because we've got our moisture and we've got our warmth in there. You then need to get your ingredients, dry ingredients, together into a bowl. So you have got nutmeg, you've got cinnamon, you've got your strong white flour, you've got salt, you have got sugar, and you've got some mixed spice in there as well. And then you're going to prepare your stem ginger if you're using it, and you're going to chop it into fine dice and then also stir that into your dry ingredients. You're then ready to start making your dough. So you're going to make a well in your flour, and you can add in your melted butter, your milk with the yeast mixture in, and then a beaten egg. And then you're just going to stir that together, bring it together into a dough, and then you can turn that out onto a work surface, a floured work surface, and start to knead that, so that the fermentation process for the yeast is starting to happen and it's producing carbon dioxide, but also because we've added the water to the flour, we're now producing gluten, and we need to get the structure of that gluten in place by kneading it, so that it can trap those carbon dioxide bubbles which are being fermented by the yeast and produced by the yeast, so that we get that light, airy texture. You don't want to put too much flour on your worktop, because you don't want to dry out your dough. And when it's springy to touch, that is then ready. You're just going to lightly flour your bowl and put in your dough and cover it with a tea towel and leave it in a warm place until it has doubled in size, which could be about an hour. Once you've done that, you are going to flatten out your dough, sprinkle over your mixed fruit and fillings, and then knead it in just for about 1 to 2 minutes to disperse those fruit equally throughout your dough. And then you are going to prepare your baking tray, a lined greased baking tray, and then you're going to divide your mixture into 12. If you were wanting perfection and accuracy, you would do this on the weighing scale, so that you had every single ball exactly the same weight. But you can also just look at doing it by eye as well, so getting similar sized pieces and then rolling them into a ball, and then putting them onto your baking tray evenly spread. So you don't want to put them too close together, because they will grow in size as they prove, and they will stick together. You're then going to prepare the cross. So you've got your plain flour and some water in a bowl, and mix it to a paste, and then that is going to go into our piping bag, or a plastic bag that you can cut the corner off to help you with that piping. So getting it to that smooth paste, it might just need a touch more water if it's a bit too dry. Once your bread rolls have got their second proving, just flatten them down a little bit, and then you're piping your cross across each of your hot cross buns.